Sorry, no funny Maymays here. Hello everyone, welcome back to Goosebumps HorrorTown playthrough. Apologies that this is a little bit later than what I wanted to expect it, but hey, here it is finally. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Be Careful What You Wish For book, questline. And yeah, and if you're watching this on June 2020, then you understand why I've waited till now to show you this, because recently a character got introduced who also makes wishes, so I thought it would be much appropriate. Anyways, we are just going to be quickly taking a look into this. Compared to the other quest lines, this one's kind of like the Creeps. It is faithful. It's a little bit more so, and you'll see why in a minute. Anyways, with this, it's going to be interesting because we're going to be taking a look at not just 3 characters, but 4 characters. The first 2 we're going to be taking a look at is requesting of Megan. And believe it or not, our first normal person, I call it normal, but really, not really, but it is our Diamond Eddie, aka the Disc Jockey, or DJ. The reason why is because he's part of this quest line. You'll see a little bit more, but yeah, these 2 are going to be heavily featured in this. It's basically to build up the story. Megan is an interesting character in as far as of design as well as her personality goes. She kind of tries to come off as that kind of valley girl, preppy, cheerleader type of student. However, she doesn't really act like the typical things you've seen in some of the cliches when it comes to the TV tropes and shows and movies, and you get what I'm saying. Well, anyways, we're going to be going on with this, and we're going to see how Clarissa came into this perspective. So let's see what the first chapter has in store for us. So first things first, mind the aspect ratio here. You'll need 24 in order to, well, at the time, you would need this in order to get Megan. And yeah, excuse the aspect ratio, because this was filmed during the, when I was doing my other pad, and there she is right here. Anyways, this will only be the first part. Everything else is going to take part during the Halloween, but yeah, this was taking part during the, last year, during the Welcome to Camp Nightmare event. So anyways, we're going to be putting her house here. Actually, it's kind of like a small little upscale house mansion. Well, it's not really... I'm saying a lot of this stuff, but partially it kind of looks like a mansion, but it's not. It's like, you know what it is? It's a rich house. How about that? So unfortunately, you have to wait at least 12 hours after you place it, so yeah. But yeah, this was... you can see Saber there in the greenery background that you'd see during the came from the, yeah, and this is what she drops. So I'll go more into depth with here, but anyways, let's first things first, we're going to try to fix this road. There we go. So now let's take a quick look at Megan. There she is. Yay, you got Megan. So let's go ahead and dive right into the story, shall we?
Be careful what you wish for. It's so annoying. Teenagers these days only think of one thing, fame. But fame can be hard to get, especially if you lack the little thing called talent. Ha 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 ha.
I'm so sleepy. I wish I could sleep a little longer. But I have to go to work. Why do I have to be here so early? Who buys flowers this time of the morning?
It'll be a mystery to all of us. Place a flower kiosk and do a sale. Unfortunately, in order to do this animation, you need this, and by the time you're playing the game, you've basically spent a lot of money, and you're like, oh no, now I have to wait. So yeah, unfortunately, that's the case there. So time passes, finally have enough to actually do her animation task, but yeah, we get introduced to Megan. She is interesting. I especially like later on in the story when another person comes into the fray in chapter 2, because it introduces what their relationship's supposed to be like. You get to see a brief of this person. I won't mention them until after this part's end. But yeah, but this is mostly focusing on Megan's side. You get to a little bit know about her, which is nice because, you know, I gotta like to see some of these characters more. But yeah, here's the animation of her doing the quests. Basically, it's just her having flowers and kind of almost like she's just giving it away to people. But yeah, It's a nice little thing there, but we're gonna continue on with the story, what happens next. Megan, I can hardly find you among all these flowers. I can only do it because you're the one that smells the best. That line, though.
You should recognize my thorns. They're the ones that hurt the most. What are you doing here, Greg?
Just passing by. I thought maybe you wanted a milkshake from the soda fountain. My treat.
Sorry, Greg. You know that's impossible. I have cheerleading practice right after work.
So she is a cheerleader.
Poor Greg. I feel sorry for him. He's always so nice to me.
You say that now. Wait until a bit.
I wish I had more time to spend with him, but I can't. My schedule's too busy. Speaking of which, it's time to run. I have to practice my cheerleading moves if I want it to look great.
Now we have to rehearse the choreograph. Now, as you'll notice, she keeps on saying, I wish a bunch. Eventually, someone will be passing by, and this is where we get introduced to this character here. But first, let's take a quick look at what she looks like running around cheerleading. So yes, she does have her cheerleading outfit on. There's a bit of a freeze there. Part of the game's course, unfortunately. What you'll notice is that these quests is going to go real quick, real fast, because, well, that's just the nature of this. It's not like the events as of late, where it's like, oh yeah, there's this long draw out before the next quest line, so I get to speak a bunch. So, unfortunately, that's not the case here. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what's next. Wonderful. Real nice, Megan. You performed great.
Thanks, Greg. I'm glad you like it.
Now that you're finished, do you have some time for dinner with me?
Sorry, Greg, but I can't right now. I promise you I'll call you when I have time.
Poor Greg.
The new Cherry Mort disc comes out today. I can't wait to listen to it. I've been a fan since I saw our first video on TV. I just want you to look at me when we are together in class. La 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 la.
Honestly, I don't know if that's the words, but I decided to do it regardless. Build a record store and have her buy the new CD, and oh no, not again. You'll notice this questline's not the best when it comes to buying stuff, but hey, it's gonna come, don't worry. We ended up skipping Time Pass, and we got the record store in question. Now, believe it or not, I did record this during my older time phone, but I missed some parts, so this is why it's going here. It makes it a lot more easier for me to do these edits, per se. What's interesting, though, they mentioned Cherry Moore. She's like this fictional kind of musical character that kind of does, I'm guessing, kind of like the Hannah Montana in this universe, my guess is. But what's interesting is I really wanted to see if Cherry Moore was going to be like Jenny in this update, but no, that wasn't the case, that being the Phantom. But maybe in the future we can actually have Cherry Moore be in the game in some way. It's not unlikely because they have done fictional characters in this game in the past. But anyways, I digress.
Oh, Cherry Moore, I love you. I would give anything to have your talent, voice, beauty, and fame. I'm sorry, dear. Did you say you wanted to have someone's voice? Tell me, who exactly?
Ah, there she is. Uh-oh.
Oops, I'm sorry, ma'am. I spoke my thoughts too loudly. I didn't mean to bother anyone.
Alert! All you envious teens should be careful what you wish for now that Clarissa is in town.
Yeah, not yet, Curly.
Listening to this new Cherry Moore record had totally inspired me.
Oh, look, Valley.
Now I feel ready to record my own demo. Today's the day. I have to do it. I tell you what I feel, and I'm not sorry for what I say. If you don't feel like me, don't tell me you're sorry.
Sorry, no music in the background. I don't know what to do. Record a song demo. You need a bench for this, and she does have an animation, so that's nice. Also, surprisingly, you can't go in the record store anymore. That was just a one-time deal. I mean, I think it's locked now until a level. I don't remember, okay? Things come and go, alright? But yeah, this is not going to be as functional as you would want it to be. But yeah, that's a nice little animation of her stringing the guitar. That's all she's doing, by the way, just stringing that guitar. That's a nice demo thing going on right there. Quality.
Megan Standish, you're so awesome. Would you mind if I take your picture for the school paper? The school newspaper? Well, I think it's alright. Let me just fix my hair a little. I don't want to bother you, Megan, but would you give me an autograph? Sure, Brooke. With pleasure.
Ah, a little friendship starting right there.
What a thrill. I'm so happy. I just hope that Diamond Eddie gets my demo.
Sorry it's so slow-mo, but I literally accidentally collected within 1 second, so you have to deal with this right now. Megan, I've been waiting for your call. How come you never called? Jesus, just calm down, dude.
Not now, Greg. Please. I'm in the middle of something big. I'll call you later. Bye.
Still doesn't get the hint, and yeah, here we go. Build Diamond Eddie's radio station and give her... Again, you can't do this animation until you get here. Oh boy, woo! A lot of dollars going through here. Not that bad, by the way, but still, it's like, ooh, yeah, alright, well, whatever. Yeah, and then there's other characters too. I have an idea what I'm going to be doing with them, but I'll hold that off for now. Yeah, so as you see, you had the radio station there. Yeah, so time passed, finally got the cash in order to get Diamond Eddie, so now we have to wait for the time and all that stuff, so bear with me on this. Yeah, this whole thing, like, although I tried my best to kind of withhold everything, it's not the greatest as far as speed goes, so be expected to see a lot of slowdowns in some areas. Also, it's not the best of qualities. Like, I didn't put music on here because I don't know what they meant, like what they were thinking when they were thinking songs. Like, I did my best I could, but, and you know, but other than that, this whole story idea is like very creative and fun, and you'll see why just because of how they decided to do everything here. Anyway, we're gonna have them build the radio station, so it's gonna be a little while for that to happen. So, well, let's let them do that for now. And then if we go over here, yeah, so we'll just have to wait until this is done. So when we do that, welcoming the disc jockey, aka Diamond Eddie. Yeah. So this is all his stuff. I'm going to show you all of them actually, by the way, are animated. So I'm going to show you all this. 2 of them are going to be here. The other 2 is going to be, well, here's the first one, him dancing. Look at that. That's some nice dance moves right there. He looks like he's working out. He's not really dancing. He looks like he's like doing those workout, like, okay. I'm trying to remind us. You know how those discs, like those old VHS thing you would like put in the tape, like, okay, now do this, up, down, like, I'm trying to think, the workout tapes. Yeah, that's it. It reminds me so much of the workout tapes, the way that they were moving around like that. It's weird. And wouldn't you know it, this is like the last quest, by the way. So after this is said and done, I'm going to be showing you the last animations for Megan and the other 2 for the disc jockey. You'll see in a minute why. Anyway, she's going to go inside there to give Diamond Eddie the disc per se, but that is not really the case because, as we all know, he's dancing outside. But shh, don't tell Megan that. But yeah, and then the other thing too is they like giving all these characters their full names. So Megan is Megan Standish. It's a weird last name, but whatever. I can't really give fault to that. But anyways, this is his other animation, playing the drums, air drums. You know air guitars. Well, he's doing the drum. He prefers the drums, man. You gotta like that because most people go for the guitars. Great, Megan Standish. Thanks for your demo. I'll listen to it when I have a free minute. Megan Standish. Stardust. Mega Stardust. That's it. That should be your stage name.
Mega Stardust. Sure. Think about it. Don't forget to call me.
Fame, like stardust, can float away into the night. I wonder if that'll be the case for Megan.
And that's it. Yay! You did the part 1. Isn't that great? So now we're going to move into part 2. But before we do that, like I promised, I'm going to be showing you the other little animations that were given to not only Megan, but also to our main guy here. But yeah, the whole story behind Megan's music career, the Cherry Moore. Like, they've had some name drops. It'll be interesting to see them expanding to this, maybe in the future updates. I can see that happening, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But first things first, let me show you. This is carrying piles of CDs. It does drop you a CD, but it's like an 8-hour task, so think of it like a work week. So this guy's working the same hours, and all he does is just carrying a bunch of CDs, which I'm showing a close-up here, so you get a good idea of how that looks. Isn't that nice? The other one here is his last animation, which is him listening to the radio and him walking about. It's actually not that bad. For some reason, when I was trying to do this, it glitched out, so I don't know what happened there. And the last one that I have not shown, or what we haven't seen, is Ride on Inner Skates. It looks something like this. Also, just ignore the June update stuff. I had to do this because I wanted to make sure I got the proper look on everything, hence why it's so late, because I wanted to put in details, and this scheduling thing is not the best, but what can you do? Anyways, now we're moving to Chapter 2. In Chapter 2, we get to, and we saw a little bit in Chapter 1, but now we're going to be talking about Greg. Greg is your typical snobby rich kid who thinks he can get anything he wants, and this quest certainly shows that a lot more, especially when it comes to Clarissa's interaction. Not only that, but this is when you get introduced to the new crafting mechanic, much like how the camera, you say cheese and die, has the ability to show you with the Mad Laboratory. This one's going to require you to utilize the new scene called the Witch Cabin. Or not a scene, but a supplier. I guess what you call a craft shop. Yeah, this is a craft shop. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to talk about. So this is going to show a bit of Greg as well as a bit of the craft shop within that area. What I will note, though, is that Clarissa is going to be in Part 3, and I'll talk a little bit more about her in a minute. But what's interesting about when it came to Greg is that this particular quest line is going to connect to the Calling All Creeps. Like, remember when I mentioned that there's this weird connection between each two? Yeah, the whole love thing that happened, this is going to be the explanation of what happened here. So, yeah, you get a little bit of that shenanigans going on. But anyways, let's just dive right into the storyline. Also, just to note, this is taking part during the Halloween update back in 2018. So, just ignore all the weird Halloween stuff going on.
Greg Milkinson is the typical rich kid used to get everything he wants whenever he wants it.
Nice last name, by the way.
But there are things that money can't buy.
Mommy, have you seen where I left my keys? I need to find them. Please, I'm in a hurry. Mommy? Oh, here they are. How many times have I told you I can't stand people moving my things? Now I'm giving him a British accent now. I don't want to do that. I can't understand Megan. Sometimes I think she feels the same as me, but she's hard to read. I have to know how she feels about me. And there's only one person who can help me. Oh, I wonder who that is. Hello? Is anyone here?
Ooh, a traveler. Come in, Greg, come in. I was waiting for you.
Of course it's Clarissa. Who do you think it was? But how did you know my name? Oh god, that face. And yeah, we've beaten this part because expanded to the Witch Cabin zone. Oh, hooray. Well, they told me you can help me with a problem.
Come closer, Greg. Closer. I know what you came for, but I can't help you with your issue.
Look, ma'am, I can pay anything for your services, so you should want to help me.
Well, perhaps, Greg. Perhaps. But if I'm going to help you, I'll need some things.
And those things are getting a bouquet and some stuff. Who does that witch think she is to deny something to a Milkinson? She needs to learn her place.
Be careful, young Greg. That attitude could make your wishes turn into nightmares. Ha ha ha.
Also, one thing I'll note is that if you're wondering why there's like a 2-part thing there, this was before the book update, so this is the weird after effect. Once the book came in, that took rid of the whole part 1 of 5. Very well, witch. I got what you asked for. Will you solve my problem now?
Tisk. Patience, young man. If you only have little, you will not have needed my help in the first place.
Ooh, sassy there. I came so you could solve my problem, not give me advice. If you want more money, just say so.
Young Greg, you have much to learn.
This guy's dumb too, so tidy up and obtain the love me potion, or the love me too potion now. But yeah, I will show you the animations that he has. You have a lot to learn. Ha! As if I needed to listen to a witch to learn something. Anyways, I can't believe I only got this stupid bottle after all that. Let's see, what does this say? Uh-oh, it fell in the sewer. No! You should have been more careful, Greg. Now look what happened to you. Now you have to deal with this nonsense. Sorceress! That dinky little bottle you gave me slipped right out of my hands. Oh, did it slip now, huh? And you didn't give it to Marty by accident and I have to deal with the cringe that's about to come? Or happened? I demand you give me another potion, and for free! You owe me!
Alright, Greg. Calm down. Getting the ingredients, and I'll prepare a new potion for you with pleasure.
Look at that smile. She has something wicked planned. Obtained bouquets, obtain a perfume. Okay, that seems simple enough. We'll just have some characters do that for me while Candies is being obtained. Yeah, so we're gonna have her do that. Alright, here we go. My father's right. If you want something in life, you'll have to demand it with total authority. Let's see what this little bottle can do for me. That's weird. I don't think the first one was this color. Uh-oh. Hey, Megan. Here, I bought you a drink. You look thirsty.
Hey, get that thing out of my face. I mean, thanks for the thought, but I have an audition. I need a run.
Come on, Megan. Just drink it. It'll clear your throat and you'll sing even better. I promise.
Alright, Greg. I'll drink if it makes you happy.
Can you guess what happened? Slew up for the audition. Uh-oh, the Zootopia. Do you want to know what happens? The best animation that gets kept, by the way. She turns into a little piggy! And she's like, has a little dress on and everything. So Clarissa decided to screw Greg over by giving not the love potion, but the zoology potion. Oh, good. Oh, poor Megan. Oh, and this is why she hates Greg. Because of this.
Yuck! What was that stuff? Greg, what have you done to me? I worked hard to get the audition and you ruined it. You're a total jerk.
I'm sorry, Megan. I wasn't supposed to do that. The potion was supposed to make you love me. Oh, that made it worse.
What? It's even worse. You thought you could just twist my will to pleasure your desires? I hate you, Greg Milkinson. I don't want to see you ever again.
I love happy endings. Greg, you made my day.
Poor Greg, he lost. But yeah, that's what happened to the love potion. It got thrown in there, and stupid Marty drunk it, and I had to deal with that stuff, and yep. Yeah, so you get to understand a little bit more about Greg. Money doesn't always buy you happiness, Greg, and Clarissa certainly showed you that. But yeah, as you probably noticed, I kind of skipped over the tidy up bit, but don't worry. He unfortunately only has 2 quest lines in this, and that is, and I'm about to show you right now, one of them being tidy up, which I failed to show, which looked something like this. Stands behind his back, kind of does this weird kind of proportion himself, and that's it. So glad to see that animation's good use. And then we have the last one, which is a little bit more anime, called Go Jogging. So everything else, like the other 2 down there, we already seen those in my other one. So this is the other animation he had at the time. And it looked something like this. And he's wearing those 90s style jumper shoots. Like, ooh, more. Those were like the expensive ones, man. Look at that. He's really showing his money around, doesn't he? You get a little bit of taste of what was the witch cabin, but now we get to the fun part. Now we get to talk about Clarissa. So, yeah, Be Careful What You Wish For does feature Clarissa a bit, but it's her quest that actually shows the actual copy-paste of the whole entire book of sorts. You have a best example of this. The book and the story is the book and show is slightly different, but it still has the same archetype, so this is just their version of taking the take. Unfortunately, though, you'll need Clarissa in order to complete the book fully, and that will also unlock her, the quest and everything with her involved. Not only that, but the other interesting thing about it is that if you do buy her and unlock her, she does come with an actual bundle, but I think I showed that during the Halloween one. I believe, I'm going to guess. I know I did that with when it comes to Cynthia, but yeah, regardless. So yeah, she does come with a bundle if you really want to go that route. It's not really that anything exciting, like no exclusives at all. It does come with a creepy tree, but yeah. Regardless, though, we're going to be taking a look into the real quest line, the proper Be Careful What You Wish For storyline, and this has Clarissa involved, but Clarissa herself has two interesting animations, and I'll also show all that stuff off near the end here. So let's go ahead and dive right into Clarissa's storyline. So you might be interested to know exactly what will be part of this storyline, but yeah, here you go. You got Clarissa. And I love how they designed, like, she basically is the copy from the one from the show, but you gotta love that weird hand thing that they kind of were doing for her right here. Anyways, there's a quick look, and
Clarissa is a very clever witch. She's extremely powerful, too. But there's nothing more powerful than her wicked sense of humor.
yeah, we got a little taste of that.
Young lady, could you help me gather some medical ingredients? I desperately need them. If it's for medical, of course I can, ma'am. I'll gather them while I'm on my paper route.
Oh no, not Brooke. She's innocent. I mean, yeah, she came with a crappy update, but it wasn't her fault. Leave her out of this, man. Alright, obtain flower oil, get some samples, and deliver the newspaper. The samples, by the way, is easy to get once you get Clarissa, so don't worry too much about it.
Here you are, ma'am. I managed to find the things you asked me for. Oh, thank you. I'm sure a girl like you would enjoy a reward for helping me, wouldn't you now? A reward? Oh, there's no need for that, ma'am. I was happy to help. Oh, please. I insist. You see, I'm actually a witch, and I shall grant you 3 wishes.
Wait a minute. If you're a wish, you granted 3 wishes. Isn't that a genie's thing? Why are you granting wishes all of a sudden? Like, again, I know it's from the book. Pardon me. But that makes no sense, Stein. Why did you do it like this? Okay, whatever. Let's just roll with it.
Make any wish you like, Brooke, and I will make it so. I'm not sure I believe you, but I suppose there's no harm in humoring you.
Bad mistake, Brooke.
For my first wish, go ahead and make me the best photographer in the world.
How is this gonna backfire?
It is done, dear. Enjoy the fruits of your wish.
Look at that smile. That evil smile. She knows she did it. She knows she screwed up. But she's not telling Brooke that. No, she's gonna learn the hard way. Obtain the Love Me Too potion. And then other stuff too. So yeah, she's gonna do that. She does have quests to drop you some of the... Here's the thing too. When you get Clarissa, her item drops are mostly to avoid the witchcraft.
Wow, my pictures are coming out great. Maybe I really am the best photographer in the world.
I can't believe it, Brooke. These pictures look totally incredible.
Brooke, you're amazing. I've never seen pictures this good before.
I know, right? Isn't this kind of crazy?
Yeah, it's almost like it was a wish or something. Again, what can go wrong? Oh, no. Oh, this is going to end badly, isn't it? And it does. And then it just leads to more confusion to the end. And it's just like, well, let's retcon everything. And the story in the books made it no sense. In the one hand, she turns into a bird. Oh yeah, bird fly away, and then she just ends up turning into a bird and fly away. Hence the UK cover. But then in the show, it's really badly edited for a statue. Just look it up. It's ooh.
Brooke, please photograph my incredible good looks. I beg you.
No, please, not again.
Brooke, I heard you became a pro photographer. Could you give me a photo session? This is way more attention than I wanted. I wish I wasn't this popular.
Oh, okay.
Your wish is my command, Brooke.
Why aren't you learning this? Turn me invisible, get some stuff, and do some photographs. Oh man, the story in the book was funny with the wishes. It's just so, like, I'll explain in a minute.
Finally some time alone to finish this batch of pictures. They look phenomenal. I can't wait to see my mom's reaction when she looks at these pictures. Hey Mom, would you like to see these pictures I took? Mom? Mom? She's ignoring me. As if I'm not even here. What's going on?
Man, it's almost like you're not popular enough to be in her attention or something. But how could that be? It's not like you wished for... Oh, wait, you did. Oops. This is what I'm talking about. She's the literal interpretation of a troll.
Clarissa, your wishes are driving me crazy. Everything is messing up and it's all your fault.
I'm sorry, Brooke. I'm merely fulfilling the wishes that you asked for. And you still have your third wish left. What do you wish for, dear?
I wish to undo my previous wishes.
Obtain voodoo doll, get that, and have her photograph birds in the woods. So, yeah. It's so... I encourage you, if you want to watch any Goosebumps episode, watch the one and be careful what you wish for. It is good. It is so... Ooh! The wishes is so great, because at one point it's like, I want to be the best on my team. So what happens is that, does he make her better in the basketball team? No! Made everyone worse than her. So the team is just sucky now. And then it's like, I want everyone to disappear. So what'd she do? She turned everyone into bugs. It's like... Oh man, she's hilarious.
Hey, Brooke, can you find time to do a photo session with me? Wait, are these awful photos yours? I thought you were professional. Never mind the session. Uh-huh? No, I never was. I'm just a student. Now people expect me to be a world-class photographer like I was during my wish.
You weren't thinking, Brooke. Like in the story, at one point she's like,
Alright, fine. I'll give you one more exclusive wish, okay?
but you only use one of them, right? Only one more, because I'm such a nice guy. But, and then she's like, but think about it. So then she took like almost the entire day. She's just sitting at home doing this. And she's like, okay, I got my wish. Alright, first I want you to do this. And then she's like going as specific as possible. It's kind of like the whole home, like it reminds me of an episode of the Wish Monkey's Paw from the Treehouse of Horror, where it's like, I don't want any weird turkey sandwiches. I don't want to be turned into a turkey. I just want a normal sandwich. And he's just like eats it and it's like, no mayos. And it's like, oh, always finds a way.
Hey, witch, everything's still wrong.
I'm sorry, Brooke. I only wanted to repay your favor. I never meant to make you suffer.
Liar! You totally do. Look at that smile. You know damn well you were doing this on purpose.
If you like, I could grant you a fourth wish to make it up to you.
I love this game.
Then I wish I'd never met you in the first place.
And there we go, folks. This is the last bit. And I swear to God, this has got to be the best way to interpret a book. This is by far, verbatim, the exact way, somewhat, of how the whole story kind of progressed. And to be fair, it's very intriguing how they turned it into the Goosebumps lore. Out of all the books, this has got to be the most faithful adaptation for the main storyline. So I'll give them that credit. This was nicely done. Oh man.
I feel sick. My head hurts as if I'm forgetting something. What was it?
That was very amusing. Now who could I help next with some wishes?
Oh, you.
Like I said, Clarissa has a wicked sense of humor. So, as always, you kids better be careful what you wish for. You could even say she's a bit of a troll.
Yep, there you go. That's the end, and what a way to end the whole thing, right? That's probably the best. Unfortunately, she did cost premium to get, but Lord have mercy, she's worth it. This is what you need in order to get the book, the wicked, the statue, I guess is whatever you call it. But now I'm going to show you the last little bits, which is basically the animation that Clarissa has, as well as not only that, but some of the interesting info when it comes to this. So first off, here's an animation of her going to do something called magic out of her hat. It's really interesting to see how this kind of goes, but yeah, it's weird bubbly magic that kind of comes out of nowhere. Then we get this, where I wanted to show you the flower like I thought, oh, she was going to have an animation too, but no, unfortunately she does not. However, it does kind of help me show this off, and I did kind of show this at one of the updates, but at some point she does now available for the Dark Cornfield, so that does help you if you want to get the feathers. But the last thing, her animation, and this is the animate one, is that she has, not that, she has a task where she flies in her broom like a classic witch would. And yeah, look at this. That's some nice flying right there. She looks very uncomfortable too. Like, the whole cliche of the whole thing just kind of just goes off like that, huh? Interesting. Oh well, it's what you can say. And yeah, the last thing is a close-up shot of her house as well as the statue. It's a nice little statue. It's nothing, anything really weird. But anyways, that's be careful what you wish for. I certainly, my personal opinion, it does its job. It kind of introduces you to the next kind of area for crafting. It kind of does that. Unlike the other ones, the animations that came with it, mostly when it came to Megan, and as well as the storyline for Clarissa, I really did enjoy. Clarissa is probably one of the best characters added to the game. It's a shame she's not utilized a whole lot into the main storyline. I'm hoping maybe in the future she is, because, my god, she is the, like, as, I agree when it comes to Curly. She is the wickedest person out there, and she's just a troll at the end of the day. She's like, oh, I'm gonna help you, but not really. I'm actually gonna make it worse. So yeah, that's about it for me. So now, with that in mind, we only have one more story to get covered. And oh boy, I can't wait to show you that one, because it has my species in there. Because we're not going to pretend as if I'm wearing a costume. No, I'm always a scarecrow creature. Whatever. But yeah, we're going to be taking a look at the Scarecrow Walks at Midnight as our last kind of update. And after that, we'll be done with everything. Well, not really, but I'll get into that when that part comes up. But for now, we'll end it here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below on what your thoughts are. But anyways, I've been Grim, and I'll be seeing you next time whatever Goosebumps HorrorTown has for us in store. Until then, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it.